Welcome to the Lot Life Podcast, episode number something and
100 and probably 8 or 7, something like that.
Over 100 here, brought to you live in the Randall Ford Studios. And when I say live, I don't mean that because
it means on the camera.
Yes, because Andrew won't let me go live anymore. We tried it once, and let's just say it got a little hairy.
Yeah,
a little. You see the best of me on the live, brought out the funniest of me, but also the NC-17 version of me as well.
Yeah, we got
canceled.
Yeah, we got to keep it PG, and he can't do that. He can't.
But if you'll tune into Lot Life After Hours over on the other station, then you'll see the uncut version. You'll see us getting raw.
Yeah.
There's not really that station.
No, but there's also, you probably see 15 to 17 minutes of these videos. We actually record about 35 minutes of these videos, but half of it is just me cutting Chris out because of the stuff he says.
Yeah, we need a B-roll. We need that stuff put out there. So whenever we retire someday, we can release that stuff. And
what do you mean retire?
We'll put that straight to VHS.
You would be gone.
We'll put that right on the VCR. They can just put that in, watch those tapes of that.
There's things it's called digital footprint. I don't know if you know what that is, but that is anything that you put on social media has a trace back, so that you never get rid of it. They will always be able to find it somewhere that you put it on social media.
I know why. It's in the cloud. Right?
No, it's not in the cloud.
It's in the cloud.
No, it's not the same thing. No, it's always, you put it up. So that's the thing. I was Googling myself the other day. I don't know why me and Ethan was doing that, but I ended up Googling myself just because our TikTok's been absolutely blowing up. And I was like,
let me get your keywords that finds you. Goofy? Is that one?
No.
Is that a keyword?
No, it's not. But I was Googling. I said Andrew Brown on TikTok. It pulled up like all of our videos on Google. Like
really?
All on Google. Yeah, I don't even know why I haven't told you yet, but I thought it was really cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just like all of our videos on Google.
So if I type in cranky old man, my picture's gonna pop up.
100%. Yeah, the oldest man on earth on TikTok. Yes, and it'll pull up you. I think.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty sure.
I am somebody.
Yeah, you are somebody.
I am TikTok famous or infamous, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we are back to Lot Life. You are seeing this on the 8th of September. Summer is winding down. We have a few more days left in summer before fall officially hits, I think on the 22nd of this month.
Yep.
We have been blessed with a little bit of cooler temperatures. It's been a little cooler out there on the lot, has it not?
Yeah, it feels great. It feels absolutely great.
Yeah.
Especially moving these cars.
Yeah, and this is, I've said this before. I've said it since before you were born. Whenever talking about the car business, so I've been saying it for 3 weeks. So I don't understand you car buyers sometimes, because every weekend, Saturdays are big days for us, but we'll sit around for the beginning of Saturday, not a lot going on, and then about 3, 4, 5 o'clock, everybody starts showing up to work the deals, and then, you just can't have 22 finance guys waiting for this. So you've got 10 deals working and you've got 2 finance guys. It's like, that's kind of like the bottleneck where it bunches up. And we've told people this that are buying cars, get there early. Get there. You can get there whenever it's cool outside. You can get there when it's early, whenever you can be the first in line. But people all show up in the afternoon, and then they're getting in line for stuff, and then it takes a little while to go through. I asked somebody the other day that's actually been in this business longer than me, if you can believe that. But I said, how many pieces of paper did you used to have to sign? It was like, 5 or 6 pieces of paper. It was like signature, there's the price, do it, get done, and you're good to go. Now, when you buy a house, there's like 722 things you have to sign.
Yeah.
Car's not quite that, but it's not too far from it. It is a lot of things that you have to sign whenever you buy a car.
Yeah, not only that, so like people's like, I want to hurry up and get through this, and I'm ready to go home. We're like, I 100% get that, but you're about to make the second biggest purchase in your life, and you want it to be 30 seconds. I don't want that. No. I would want to go over this stuff a little bit. So those people are going to go over it, and if you have 10 deals, you're going to have to wait a little bit because it takes about 30 minutes to an hour just to go through finance itself.
Yeah.
There's some times it's going to be quick, especially if it's a cash deal. They hate those, so they're going to go there as quick as possible.
And here's another tip too. If you really want to go quick, whenever we present numbers to you, just go ahead and sign.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea too. Yeah, absolutely.
Don't fight us on this stuff. Just say, give us the best price. We'll do that for you. You can sign it. We'll make it simple pimple, and we'll roll you right through.
I was thinking, so on the cash deals, if you're just bringing cash up, yeah, that might take a little bit too because we got to count all that out.
Yeah,
I had a lady come up here the other day. She paid $28,000 in cash.
Cashier's check.
It was so much money.
Yeah. And because whenever you do that, we're just sitting on pins and needles the rest of the day, going, "Oh God, don't leave the office. Don't leave this. Don't leave this. Yes. Put it in the safe. Where's the safe at? You got to keep eyes on the safe. It's scary.
Yeah, and you have two people counting it too because you got to double count it. So you literally counting it out. So one person's counting $28,000 by itself, and then the other person's. And then this lady had I think 10 grand in 20s.
Yeah.
I'm like, why couldn't she bring hundreds?
Yeah.
It's definitely
like, did you tell anybody you were bringing that much cash here? Do we have to, as you leave, do we have to keep eyes on the door to make sure nobody? So it's $28,000. People do crazy stuff for $28,000.
Yeah, she had it in a box. Like she was carrying around in a box, and
I'm telling you, it was a shoe box.
No, I don't know. No, I think it kind of not necessarily a shoe. It might have been like a hat box, like a cowboy hat box. Gotcha. But it was like sitting in there. She was carrying it around. I didn't know what it was. I was like, why is she carrying it around? And then we got to the numbers and doing it. She was like, okay, this is the money I want to put down. And she handed me the box. And I'm like, what is this box? And she opens it up, and it is just loaded with cash. And I'm like, oh, it's like, put that up. Like,
how does she know it's right there? So,
and I was like, how did this? I was like, let's go somewhere else. Let's not be right here counting all this money. She was like, I want to count it to see how much money I want to put down on it. I was like, oh my God, in a shoebox. Like, come on now. She's like, I saved $100 every day or a week, once a week.
I'm sure you save $100 a day. So. Yeah.
It was crazy, but yeah, it was insane. So if you're gonna bring cash your shit.
Yeah. And the other thing is, get here early. Yeah, make it simple. That's the other thing I was gonna say that led into this, which I got sidetracked, which 100%. I often do.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, the weather is cool now, but August, it was pretty hot in August. August was a great month, one of the best months we've had in this year, maybe a couple of years. It's hot. It followed up July, which was another all-time record-setting month. And now the weather's got a little bit cooler, but this first week of September, we've been a little slow. Yeah, we kind of fell off a little bit. Yeah. So it's like, whenever it's easy to go out there and look around when it's cool, the sales guys are glad to go out there and help you. Everybody go out there. It's like, Matt was out there doing cartwheels and everything, showing.
Playing catch with footballs.
He was practicing his one ball juggling. He's getting pretty good at that. He only dropped it a few times. Yeah. So proud of him on that. Yep. But it's cool outside, so we can go outside and play. He splashes around in the little kiddie pool. He was having fun.
I mean, he was back there in the kiddo playing with the crayons earlier.
Yeah.
So
I know he was talking about the other day, it was like they're going to have to shut down the pool, and he was sad because he doesn't know if they'll let him in with his floaties next year because he's getting bigger. It's hard to fit in those floaties like he used to.
I don't think he can fit them anymore. Nope. But not only that, we do have some specials going on. There is some rebates on F150's and also F250's is probably the best deal possible that you can get right now. So if anybody's looking for a big Super Duty, they are like $9,000 off on Super Duty.
Wow, that's crazy.
You know how much rebate was on there last month?
0?
Like 2.
Oh, okay, 2.
So now it's like, it's together 8. So it'd be $6,000 more off on Super Duty. Yeah. So if you're looking for a Super Duty, right now is the time to buy.
Now is the time. Yeah. The other thing to keep in mind, we are finally starting to build up a little bit of stock of the Expeditions, the new 25 Expeditions. Yeah. If you haven't seen one, you need to come check it out. They're really cool. They're way different than the 24s. They made a lot of advances on that. The other thing before we want to get out of here, we got to keep reminding people about this, is leasing. Now in Arkansas, they've changed the tax structure. You can lease in Arkansas. You're not penalized for doing that. You can get those lower payments just like you see on national TV whenever they advertise leasing. That is available in Arkansas. We can do it here at Randall Ford. You'd be amazed at the savings you can get whenever you do the leasing. Plus, at Randall Ford and Randall Ford only, we offer the Randall Advantage, which means if you lease a vehicle, one of the things on leasing that people are kind of leery about is there are mileage limitations. You have to stay within a certain miles. You can set that however you want to do it, but the more miles you set on your lease, the higher the lease price is going to be.
Correct.
But at Randall Ford, we offer the Randall Advantage, which means twice a year when you lease a vehicle, you can come in and get a loaner car from us to take on a trip. They say most people travel twice a year. They go outside of a 100-mile radius of their home. So don't want to add those miles to your lease vehicle, you can come in and borrow a vehicle from us, no charge, take that on your trip. There you go. So you saved all those miles taking the trip twice a year.
Not only to add that, so the Randall Advantage for twice a year on vacation or whatever you need it for.
Yeah.
But like Monkeys and Lightnings on leases are probably the best deal. Not only that, you get that as well. So if you're going on vacation, you don't have to worry about the charge of a vacation, like the mileage. Not only that, with your lease. So, I mean, it's a double whammy when you buy an electric vehicle, and those leases are crazy because you're talking about, like, for a Lightning, I think they're advertising like $4.99 a month or something like that on a $60,000 truck. So that's insane because that's like a $900 payment.
Yeah, and people say, but then I don't own anything. Unless you're paying cash, like you're a $20,000 lady, unless you're paying cash, you don't own it anyway. And they say this, we are in the car business, but it's not a secret that we're hiding from anybody. A vehicle is a depreciation.
That's a long word.
What's the word?
It's a depreciating asset.
He said something I couldn't say.
No,
First time ever. You saw it here on Lot Life Podcast. Yes, it is a depreciating asset, which means that it's going to go down in value. The minute you drive it off, it turns from a new vehicle to a used vehicle the minute you tag that thing. So it goes down in value. So then it comes back to the payment. If you can get something that is a cheaper payment, then you don't have to worry about that.
Correct. Not only
Look
that,
at it like you're not losing value in something, you're just trading it out.
And the good thing about lease is that they show you on what, how much you owe versus how much the car's worth at the very end of the lease. So if you choose to keep that vehicle, you have that choice. Or if you're, $20,000 in negative equity, you don't have to keep it. You can just say, hasta mañana.
That's not the word.
So,
hasta la vista? Mañana, I guess so.
I meant tomorrow or something. I think that's what it means.
Not doing it today. I'll be back tomorrow.
So I don't know.
Today's not a good day for me. The next day will be better.
I mean, if you don't know Spanish, then, you know what I meant.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Close enough.
But if you do, then you knew that I was wrong.
Next week, tune in to see Ray sitting right here.
Teaching me Spanish. But guys, that we're not going to keep y'all too long. That is really all we have. Hit the link above. It is the blue button up there. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button.
And whenever you see that button, come in and tell Andrew what it looked like, because he doesn't really know because he can't see colors. So tell him how pretty blue is.
It's red. I've seen a lot of people tell me, hit that red button. Subscribe to my YouTube. That's what we say too, so I can't really mouth. Yeah, hit that red button, subscribe to our YouTube, and if you're on Facebook, the link is above. So guys, that's all we have. See ya.